everybody, listen. I know y'all seeing some weird shit right now, right here. It's bugged. To me, it's bugged out anyway. So I have someone on the show today that shouldn't be on the show. Before we get into that, welcome back. We back. Cocktails and Intellect podcast. It's your boy YoungC.a.u.s.e, man. The letter hate to shake his hand anyway. And I got my beautiful host with me.
Ziggalicious.
The Ziggalicious.
And I don't have like a tagline.
That is your tagline.
Ziggalicious.
Yeah.
But it's not like a something that like, you know.
Well, I mean,
I don't care anyway.
Okay.
But
I mean,
hey, it's
once you
Ziggalicious.
start getting people that hate you, then you'll come up with something. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I won't, because I still won't give a shit.
Hey, listen, we are at the Liquor Library here on North Orange Avenue between Washington and Jefferson. Our official sponsors of the show. Mm-hmm. It's early as hell. I'm already on it. As you can see, we got...
yeah, what is this? This new.
This is MONNET. It's called MONNET Cognac. MONNET.
I love the bottle.
Yeah, so this is what we sipping on today, y'all.
Nice.
We're about to crack that up in a minute, but it's a special day for me, especially because I got a good friend of mine here on the show. Some of y'all probably wouldn't even have expected it, but tell the people who you are, my good sir.
What's good, everybody? They know who it is already from the sound of my voice.
Right.
It's Will Milz, better known as King Dirt Bag.
Dirt Bag.
The Dirt Bag of
You're
comedy.
the king of Dirt Bag.
That's right, the king
Okay.
of the Dirt Bags.
Yeah, man. Yo, welcome to the show, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got a good setup. I got a good setup here.
Look, listen. If y'all don't know the history, I used to engineer for his podcast. All jokes aside,
Right.
I got fired, and then yeah, man, we had a little falling out.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you know, what I mean, love is love, man. So
Right.
I brought my mans on the show to chat with us, man. We just shooting shit today.
Right,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Good to be here.
Yeah,
I love that.
For real.
You know?
Yeah.
For two black men to get through conflict or tension or whatever it
Yeah.
was peacefully.
Yeah.
Right. Because it never was. Me and him was so close. It never was in a position to where we was gonna. I don't know. I was that bad. It was just a lot of miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you think somebody thinks one thing and all it takes is a phone call to clear it up.
Mm-hmm.
It was just tension being built.
Yeah.
And that's because, you know, outside entities and,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? When all it really takes is a conversation, it's always was a respect between me and him, always.
Okay.
And we clicked immediately because even when he first came on the show, I was looking for an engineer. And the first day he came, I'm like, all right. Because he came to try out. But I'm like, nah, he's the engineer.
Okay, nice.
And from there, you know, it was beyond just working together. We actually
Built a
trips
friendship.
together. Yeah, real friendship. Real
Until I
friendship.
lost a lot of footage and.
Nah, but what I told him was, it was like two lions. You know what I mean? Like it was my show, but I always knew he wanted to do his own thing. It wasn't like he wanted to leave, but it's like when you want to do your own thing, your energy is more focused on what you want to do.
Absolutely.
So you won't put in all the effort that you maybe should, that I expected.
So that's how you felt.
That's how I felt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like he wanted to leave the show because his loyalty was to the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also knew he wanted to do his own shit.
Okay.
I knew that.
You know,
what
the
I'm
weird part is when I knew it was all love. When it was whose party? It was Brian's party. We was at Brian's crib. You remember?
Brian.
Yeah.
Yosh?
White boy Brian. No.
Wait, Brian. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He was out there.
Right,
was out
right. The
there.
fight was a fight party.
Yeah, it was a fight party.
Right.
Word. And I saw you and.
I was like, come here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
You know-
I walked up to him and it was like, yo. And we just, I
You know what it was? Because it was a
almost-
Cold War. Because we didn't speak. It was some people he used to. It was somebody he used to chill with that made our situation worse. Because me and her had a problem, and he was with her all the time. If she wasn't there, me and him would have squashed that shit a long time ago.
Yeah.
But every time we would cross paths, she would always be around him.
Yeah.
So it made him look like more oppish. Like, oh, this nigga's an op. Like he already knew what Shorty tried to do to me.
Right.
And he was with her, so it made the situation even more tense. But she was there that night. It was a room full of friends. I'm like, you know, this is a house party, fight party. This is my first time out during COVID.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I was surprised to see you out.
I didn't go out at all. And I'm like, I can't let this shit keep going on. Because I know once the minute I speak to him, it's over. And we just didn't speak. We didn't say shit to each other when we saw each other. just walk by each other. We saw each other at all type of events. I'm like, oh, hey, this nigga. And we just didn't see each other, say to each other for months.
Ooh, I get it. So you felt betrayed a little bit because he knew what happened, but he was still cool.
He introduced us.
He was just probably trying to mind his own business and let
Right. So it was like, and it all happened at the same time. Like me and her had our fallout the week before I fired him, and then right the next week it was like
you took it out on him.
Hold on, listen. Me and her fell out. No, I fired him. And we had a fallout. A couple of days later, she did the bullshit, and then me and her fell out. And then like 3 days after that, I saw them together.
Oh yeah, you thought it.
So it kind of looked.
Set you up.
Perception is reality.
Perception is reality. So it looked like he was the one that fed her the bullshit because what me and him had, didn't have nothing to do with her.
Right.
It had absolutely nothing to do with her. But I was thinking maybe what happened between me and her had something to do with him. You know what I'm saying? So it just happened like that, miscommunication. We could have just talked it out, but it never came to no fighting, no ugly shit on social media. Nah, with some shots thrown. But I did a whole episode on the show dedicated to him. You know me, when I have a fallout with somebody, I go on the show and I air you out. I say names. I don't do all that subliminal shit. I did a whole episode after I fired you.
He's an important person. You did a whole episode.
Yeah, it was bad. No, because he was a huge part of the show.
Yeah.
Like, we was on episode. He came with me on episode 5, and he was there all the way to maybe episode 60.
Listen, these guys.
2 years he was with me.
They went on. It was at the gallery, the art gallery show.
Oh yeah.
The guy all was dressed up and shit. These niggas went in on me heavy.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, it was jokingly though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course. I mean,
No, I did some serious. I was like going
He
in.
was upset.
I was upset, but I said, you know what? I never released it. I didn't release it.
For real?
No, I scrapped it. I'm not doing it.
That's good.
I scrapped it. I'm not doing that shit. I scrapped the whole 2-3 hour episode for that.
But look,
3 hours.
Yeah, it was a 2-3 hour episode.
We hit them.
Yeah, but it's a new year.
Yeah.
That shit.
Oh, right. Now we in business together, like.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
right. Oh, speaking of that,
yeah, everything's going great now.
So, what do you got coming up?
Every Tuesday over at God damn it,
Nightshade.
at Nightshade.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, starting this Tuesday, actually January 18th, I'm running a comedy night there.
19th.
So it's the
Oh,
19th.
that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm bringing out 4 new comics every week.
Yeah.
4?
Yeah. It's not gonna be a because you know it's Orlando, they only do open mics. So you don't get that feel of an actual show.
Right.
So
you want to feel like you're coming and sitting down.
Right.
Like the improv.
Right. So when you go to an open mic, it's mostly the whole crowd is comedians.
I love it.
So for comedians, it's great because comedians rarely, if ever, get to feel like they're performing. Especially if you're an amateur and you're just starting out, you don't get to feel that show element when you perform in front of a bunch of comedians. But this time you're getting, and we got it set up to where they're gonna have a green room, food, drinks. So they're gonna feel like, all right, I gotta put my best foot forward.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be every Tuesday.
I love it.
Good looking.
That's cool.
Nightshade Lounge.
Yeah, shout out to Nightshade.
Opportunity
For
to
sure.
pop off for real.
Right.
But
I would definitely. I have something to say.
what's up?
Okay, so I'm looking at this cognac, and I really, really love it because, for one, it's green and gold. Okay, gold represents elegance, royalty, excellence, and green represents prosperity, money, and progression. So I just really love the classiness.
It does look real classy.
And what
It
it
is sexy.
stands for,
Right.
with the colors and all that. I fuck with that. I like that MONNET.
Did you get a chance to taste that though?
I ain't even tasted it yet.
Oh, okay. 'Cause, I mean,
Here we
shit.
go.
I wish I had a cup. I would taste it.
You want mix it
yeah.
with the Coke?
But he won't really taste
Well,
it.
I have to pour that out.
He got more coke than anything.
Okay.
But I'm gonna taste it now.
Shit, I'm too lit already. Yeah.
Man, the day just started.
I'm nice right now. But look, listen, anyway, so I did want to discuss something here. You and I kind of touched on it a little bit, Ziggy. Because, all right, we're doing a whole, all right, it's a new year, 2021 and all that other shit, but honestly speaking, to me, it's just another day.
Right.
You know what I mean? And every day
It's
we're striving to, I think at the end of the day, especially as you grow older, you're striving to, I guess, be happy. You know what I mean? And the consensus is that, you know, everyone's different. To me, everyone's different. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
but is there an actual key to happiness? Like a finite key to happiness? One particular thing? Or is it just literally everybody's different?
Of course I feel like of course it differs from person to person. But at the end of the day, I think what really determines people's happiness is freedom.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think.
Really?
Wow.
And when I say freedom, not from jail, but freedom from relationships, freedom from jobs, freedom from worried about money, freedom just you can do what the fuck you want to do, when you want to do it, why you want to do it, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's a good take.
Real talk. I didn't even think you were gonna go there with that.
No.
No, because I really thought that would have been on an individual basis. No, not even that. Because I really didn't. If you think about it, everybody is different. Like, what's to you? What is your?
But see, for me, I'm already a happy-go-lucky person. Like, I'm high of life. So for me, you know, when people say, "Oh, money," for me, it's money. Now, at this point in my life, because I've figured everything else out. So if I add more money into my life,
Then you'll be free.
right?
So look,
Right.
So,
I like that. I never thought about it.
Wow, the key. So fuck that. I'm not even gonna say what I was about. The key to happiness is freedom, though.
It's freedom.
Right.
Regardless
You
of
wanna
what
be free.
freedom it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You want to be able to wake up if you like a bitch, call her, see her today, hang up the phone tomorrow. Maybe you want to see another
All right,
bitch.
so
She don't get mad because
so how would
you
you break
free.
that? So how would you break down that freedom word within the confines of a relationship? Because in a relationship,
Ooh.
it's constant compromise.
And that's just the thing. Once women were emotional, so once we realized that bonds aren't built on your ability to control your sexual desires,
Right.
not that you should, because I believe the actual best feeling in the world is being monogamous and committed to one person, and I think you can really go feel a high with that. But you still want to be free. You don't want to be pressured. So in a relationship,
Right. How does
you
your
have to
partner
have an
feel?
understanding, or you would just it's tough.
Because the freedom word don't apply when it comes to a relationship, because there's not any freedom. Like,
That's exactly why people usually end up unhappy after
Right.
the honeymoon phase.
right. And I feel like, I'm not gonna say I feel like I this is a thought. This is not even a thought. This is a fact.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's blanket. You know, it's a blanket statement. Polygamy. Monogamy is a choice.
Absolutely.
It's not natural.
It's not. We're human beings.
It's not
We're
natural.
absolutely.
Oh, I see.
It's not natural. Like
It's not.
It's a choice. It's not, especially for men.
Because naturally,
Naturally, men want to have sex with every woman you see. That's natural. That's a natural urge for a man. Scientifically, like that's just how testosterone works. You know, we're I'm not saying laws kind of made it to where we had to, and class systems.
I think religion made it that way.
100%.
That was one thing that.
Well, no, in religion, if you look at the Bible, if you want to go by religion, dudes in there had 13, 14, 15 wives. Like,
As long as you can take care of all.
right, so it's a class
Wait a
thing.
minute, so how the fuck? Wait a minute. All right, see, you're right about that. In the Bible, I'm throwing that name out there. Whatever. Job had 13 wives. Whatever the fuck.
Right.
But then the consensus is amongst the Christian and Catholic community is, marry one person. If you stray from that marriage, you sin.
That's why I don't fuck with the Bible,
That's
because
just crazy.
it's the
I'm
most
not really into
it's
it.
the most contradictory shit ever, bro. Listen, if the Bible was correct and Christianity was a true religion, why are there so many different denominations?
Yeah, which one is the right one?
Right, because like
Old Testament, New Testament.
no, I'm not the Bible.
Oh.
I'm talking about Methodist.
Quran.
I'm talking about the Bible itself. It's Christianity, so you got Methodist, Pentecostal, Baptist,
yeah, that shit, I've never
Episcopal,
understood that shit.
and they all read the same book, but they do different shit.
Episcopal, whatever. the
It's
fuck.
so many different denominations. That's why I don't subscribe to it.
It defies the laws of human nature.
100%.
Anything that tells you not to be who or what you are, you should never entertain.
Right.
Right. Agreed 110%.
And groupthink, there's nothing more dangerous than groupthink. A group of people all believe the same shit. That's bullshit. Like
You
that's
look at
not
the Trump people that just stormed the White House.
prime
speaking of that,
example.
wait, hold on. We gonna get
Perfect
into that.
example. Perfect example.
Yo, crazy segue.
Perfect example.
Yo, listen. Oh my god.
But that's with everything.
First and foremost, disclaimer: black men don't cheat. Anyway, so that Trump shit, the Capitol
They're
shit.
polygamous.
Whatever.
Hey.
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? Look, it blew my mind. I was literally sitting there watching this shit go down with the Capitol Hill storming.
But wait, you didn't say what you thought freedom was.
Because you took.
Happiness was.
You took it. I told you. I said I ain't even gonna say shit. Cause
Oh,
you took it right out. Yeah,
okay.
I fuck with that.
I fuck with that too.
It's like
Only,
nothing else for me to say.
but when it comes to relationships, it's a slippery slope.
Well, when someone really loves you, they when you really love somebody, you allow them to be them and love them who they are. So, like, they don't try to change you. They don't try to, life is a
Can I say something? I'm glad you said. Can I say something real quick? I posted this on social media yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Women need to figure out the difference between a man trying to change them and a man trying to make them a better person.
And men need to do the same thing.
I knew you were going to say that. I didn't. No, I agree. But for me, I find that women nowadays, let's be real. Women are not as women make money now, so money is power, right? Before the reason why women couldn't really say shit because they didn't make no money. They couldn't work.
Or the consensus: man goes to work, woman stays home.
Right. So that gave the man power because he made the money. The money was the power, not the gender. The money was the power because now we see
the security.
Right. You can't say shit to a woman nowadays when she got her own shit. Right. Therefore, power comes in hand, and I think women hold money to that regard to where they feel powerful. So when a man comes and tries to tell them something, they feel like, oh, you're trying to change me. And it's like, no, I'm not. This actually makes you a better person. Like, I'm not trying to change you.
It depends on what you're trying to tell them.
Okay, for instance, I'll give you one. I ain't gonna say who, I was going through some shit, right? And this is funny shit. She's making a BLT, right? So she was making the bacon, and then she took the bread out to put the bread in the toaster at the same time. I was like, why would you do that? Wait till the bacon is ready, then put the bread in the toaster. And she's like, why are you trying to change me the way? Started arguing with me. And it's like, yo, listen. And I said it to her, I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not trying to change you. Like, that's the correct way to do it. I'm trying to show you.
The fuck sense. The bacon gonna take a little while to cook.
Right.
Wait a minute.
But that's a small thing.
But it's always that. You just said something that triggered me real quick. You said it's the correct way to do it. Is there a correct way to do anything?
All right,
if
your toast is gonna be cold and your bacon is gonna be hot, that's
a preference.
You want everything fresh.
That's a preference.
If you go to a restaurant,
cold fries.
You like that's you're weirdo. Like, that's weird.
I knew he was gonna say that shit.
So you let your fries sit out and get cold and then eat them?
No, but if they happen to, I will still eat them.
From where?
Zaxby's.
Is that the only place?
McDonald's.
No, there's no. You can't eat McDonald's.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Most of McDonald's fries go cold. It's a wrap.
That's like putting fries in the microwave to warm them up. Right?
I've done it.
I don't like that.
I've done
Trash.
I've done it. It is trash.
Yeah,
but I was
it's
hungry.
trash.
The fuck?
It's just weird. I don't know, but it's still just a preference. Like if somebody was like, well, "Why you like cold fries? Like that shit dumb." I would understand where they was coming from. I'd be like, "Yeah, it's kind of weird, but."
Wait a minute. You give me ketchup on rice bobs.
Ew. Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, what's wrong with See, that's what I'm talking about. It's all about preference. I mean, I put ketchup on my eggs.
I'm not mad at that.
Oh, okay, all right.
I wouldn't do it, but I'm not mad at that.
I mean,
ketchup on rice is crazy.
It's literally tomato.
My daughter eats cheese on her rice.
Nah, that's weird.
Now that's creative.
No, that's
she said creative.
I'm gonna tell y'all one weird thing I do, and everybody like that's wild. Try it, and I'll pay each of you $100 if you say you don't like it. First of all, do y'all like grilled cheese sandwiches?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Spread jelly on top of it.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God.
That could be good.
Try it.
Because if you have a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich and you put some
You're
jelly on that thing.
You're right. I put jelly on
Try it out, bro.
I put jelly on my
because everybody thought we was crazy in New York when we do cream cheese and jelly on a bagel.
Wait, that's normal shit.
Right, but people think that's crazy. Oh, you know what else people think is crazy? This is a Brooklyn thing, and maybe it's a Bed-Stuy Brooklyn thing.
Okay.
We put mustard on our pizza.
Nah, yeah, I ain't never done that. Yeah, I ain't never
Nah,
done
bro.
that.
I'm telling you, we put mustard in my hood. We put mustard on our pizza.
Mustard on
the pizza.
Mustard on the pizza.
Listen.
Only on New York style. Don't put it on no trash ass Papa John's and nothing like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need your thoughts.
What are we talking?
No, it's cool.
I'm sorry, I took those out.
No. It's not even.
We
freestyle.
freestyle.
Yeah, we freestyle all day. I need to know what the fuck is the weirdest shit that you ever fucking ate. This Dirt just said he put mustard. Do you still put mustard on your pizza, bro?
100%.
What the fuck?
I don't know if I eat anything weird.
You just told me you like cold fries.
But the fries are not weird. But the mustard with the pizza is weird.
But it has to be a New York style slice.
And that's even weird.
Try it.
Yeah.
So it can't be like Papa John's or pizza.
No, it
It's
gotta
gotta
be
be like a New York slice.
Gotta be a New York slice. Gotta be a New York slice.
I ain't never done no shit like that, bro. That's wow.
I'm telling you, it's banging.
Anywho's. Wow.
We did it. That's how I grew up eating it, bro. Like,
Nah. What part of what you said? What part
Bed-Stuy.
What part of what?
Bed-Stuy,
What
baby.
pizza shop in Bed-Stuy you went to for that shit?
everyone, you ask for mustard. Cause you know pizza shops in New York.
Wait, and they
sell-
put it on there for you?
No, you get your own mustard.
Oh,
you know
alright,
that
bet.
the pizza shops in New York sell more than pizza. They sell burgers and shit
the
like
burgers
that.
and the, you know.
Out here, I gotta argue with them about. Like, oh, come on, give me some mustard. They don't got no mustard. I'm like, y'all got no mustard.
Y'all got a whole kitchen, no mustard.
Cause they don't serve nothing that would require mustard.
Oh, my
Just like I don't eat ketchup on a hot dog. That's trash.
Yo, you know what? I heard that before.
If you go to France or like
Yeah.
Italy or something like that, and you
That's
ask for
American.
ketchup, it's American. It's only mustard, onions, and sauerkraut. You can't. There's no ketchup.
Sauerkraut, like I literally learned that probably about 2 years ago. Like the real
they put on
the real way to eat a hot dog
Yeah,
is just
mustard.
and sauerkraut.
That's it.
Or,
Or
like, if you
onions,
go,
that's
like
it.
Chicago's real big on hot dogs.
No, they look at you
go-
like you
Yeah,
crazy.
they look at you like you fucking nuts if you ask for ketchup.
Here's the
on
thing,
a hot dog.
because ketchup is a condiment. It doesn't enhance the flavor. It changes the flavor. That's why Puerto Ricans, no offense, respectfully, that's why they put ketchup on them nasty ass pasteles.
Oh, I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, because it's nasty, so they put ketchup on it. They try to trick you. They be like, yo, listen,
Bobby.
Yeah, they be like, yo, put some ketchup on. I'm like, yo, you put ketchup on it because it's trash. That's why I don't eat ketchup on my McDonald's fries because they're delicious. You put ketchup on your McDonald's fries? You'll ruin them.
No, listen, check this out. Listen, I'm weird.
But did you put some barbecue sauce?
Oh, hell no.
Nah, ranch.
Oh, I'm done.
The McDonald's.
Ranch.
I'm about to mute
Okay.
everything.
Ranch.
I'm about to mute all of these mics about to get.
Listen, Puerto Ricans are so weird that they created a condiment for them. Heinz. You ever seen mayo ketchup?
Yes.
Yes, mayonnaise and ketchup mixed
Yeah.
together. It's in
That's
public.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
It might be.
Yeah, you know Chick-fil-A sauce.
Junior
It's just a
Colombian
little-
burger, that's all they do. They just mix ketchup and mayo together and go to This is
No,
like
but they
a
actually
burger.
sell it now. They made it
Yeah, I know.
official.
I saw that. With my fries, I literally take ketchup and mustard and like just put it in one corner and just dip. Like I gotta have ketchup.
Mustard on the fries is crazy.
I really don't like condiments.
What?
You don't like condoms.
Yo,
No.
we had listen, look what's happening
Or
right now.
condiments.
Yo, we already discussed this on the show. Do you understand what he is bringing? Yo, one of our episodes, I did the same shit to her.
Yeah.
I could have sworn she
Same
said she don't
exact-
like
Let me
condoms.
tell you something. Women don't like condoms. You just gotta wear them so you won't get pregnant or get an STD. But women don't like condoms.
Nobody
Yeah,
likes
just because we don't know.
condoms.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why are we
And
doing
also, let me.
Do you
Let's
know
get
that-
the elephant
no,
out the
that's
room.
right. You know, I noticed this. The conversation nowadays, when it comes down to having sex with anybody, I really don't hear nobody talking about condoms.
Well, when you grow,
Let me tell you,
you
I'll
don't
give it to you.
really-
I'll give it to you a little even more simple.
Unless you like
You ever
really
watch-
loose.
If you ever watch black movies, and if they supposed to be teenagers but they really grown,
Right.
that's the only time you see them put a condom on. Anytime you see sex scene in movies, shows, they never put a condom.
right.
Nobody puts a condom on.
Adults don't.
Nobody. They going wrong. And ain't none of them.
It's almost
Nobody ever pull out.
No,
Never.
fact.
They nut in them. They nut in her every time.
It was after.
They nut. Listen. They nut right in her every fucking
Every
movie
time.
I've ever seen.
Every
He
time.
nutted in her.
Yo, do you think that's a subliminal thing that they're putting inside?
Right, bro. No, it's not a subliminal thing. They're telling the truth.
That's human
That's
nature.
how it really goes.
But it goes against
When
exactly
you're
what we
born,
were
you
taught
don't
when
get
we were in
condoms.
health class in high school. Wear a condom. Wear a
It's
condom.
not
Wear a
safe.
condom.
Yeah, well, yeah, so you don't have kids and you don't get
Right.
STDs.
Everybody fucking raw. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
That's a
Stop
fact.
lying.
After a certain age, it's like
And also, ladies, let me tell something to the ladies too.
Okay.
Most guys don't go. Well, we do go raw because it feel better. But a lot of guys and women go raw because they was in a long-term relationship. You were with somebody for a long time and you never used
You have
condoms.
a mutual trust.
Condoms.
Right. Well, not the
same.
mutual trust. It just feel better. So you can't go back.
I mean, right.
Definitely not going back.
Right. Exactly.
Fuck that.
we'll break up before.
I was with
This is over.
I was with my ex-wife for
Okay.
16. For 16. I'm sorry. You thought that when I got with Kendall, I was gonna sit there and put a condom on?
No.
Alright.
No, not after 16 years.
Yeah.
Hell no. Not after 16 months, nigga. No.
Yeah, my dick ain't getting hard with no condom.
For real, bro.
That's what Patrice O'Neal said. He said safe sex is a woman's responsibility.
Hey, listen, that's the GOAT, that's the legend to me.
Ain't it?
Listen, let me tell you something. No, a lot of people tell me my comedy is a cross between Patrice O'Neal and
fucking way.
Yeah, Patrice O'Neal and Corey Holcomb.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that was.
I don't believe.
Wait, hold on.
In the comedy world,
you saw what just happened, right?
In the comedy world, they call me.
Stop it.
In the comedy world, they call me.
You know, all of them was on my list.
Look, in the comedy world, they call me Baby Corey Holcomb. That's what they call me all the time.
No.
But I'm not as raw. I'm not. I care about people feeling. So
why?
I'll Patrice O'Neal. He knows. He knows. Like I make people leave.
I think you be holding back, bro.
People leave my shows.
I think you be holding back, bro.
People leave. Like I make people leave. Like they get mad and leave.
Oh, they get like.
Oh, they get in their feelings.
Okay.
Like I'm not Paul Mooney level, but they get the fuck up and leave. But he's right about that. A guy won't put a condom on unless a woman tells you to.
Facts.
Like it is y'all responsibility.
I'm sorry, I'm doing the whole. All right, just let me stick the tip in.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just gonna try to go for it.
And if she stops you, then okay.
Right,
He said if she don't stop
nigga ain't put no condom on. This ain't loving basketball,
I
nigga.
can't, yo. Yo, listen. Hey, look, listen. We gotta take a quick break. I gotta pay the sponsors real quick. We'll be right back, yo. Ah, boy, wow. Hey, what's going down? It's your boy YoungC.a.u.s.e, a man that they love to hate, but they shake his hand anyway. Listen, I need y'all to get yourselves directly to the Liquor Library and Wine Market, the official sponsors of the Cocktails and Intellect podcast. Listen, located at 131 North Orange Avenue between Washington and Jefferson, Suite 102. Check it out now. Come get your liquor, your wines, and your spirits. You heard? We are back, like cooked. You don't want to say that. Okay.
Look, he's
I said I didn't want you to say that.
He's a king of the cliche phrases.
Right. That's a really 80s. What is that? 80s?
He always got some 80s shit. Like he's a construction worker. That must be jam because Jello don't shake like that. He's that guy. Like, he's that guy. That's some shit like
Yo, yeah. All right, yo, we back. But listen, we kind of got off. We went anyway, but you know how we do. We just freestyle. But look, listen. This past week. First and foremost, 2021 started off fucked up.
Right.
I mean, real talk. I'm like, yo, what do you mean? As soon as 2021 came in, all types of bullshit.
On New Year's Eve, they announced that one of my favorite rappers of all time died.
Who?
MF Doom.
You know what the funny thing? She held that in. For a while.
Well, I think that's his persona. I mean, he was a villain to the end. I think he gave her those instructions, not to announce it to that day. Yeah. I think he left her with those instructions.
Very possible. Very possible. I mean, then you had, the situation with
the Dr. Dre brain aneurysm on January.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
like,
when my mother died.
And then the storming of the Capitol.
Right.
I mean, well, why is that fucked up?
Capitol Hill.
Can I keep it 100? I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh no, me too.
You know why?
Me too.
Because it's white on white.
Yeah, me too.
And then they can see that, like they always make it seem like we're rioting and we're doing this and we're doing that.
So hold up.
But even with the riots, it was white people.
Hold up.
That's what I'm saying. I like the
was
fact
always
that
white
they did.
Wait, hold on. Watch this. Okay, I enjoyed it, but what bothers me is that what transpired in 2020 with the Black Lives Matter movement, the amount of violence that I've seen against our people by police presence was horrendous. Okay, what happened at Capitol Hill is a landmark for the fact that there is absolute, what's the word for it? White privilege.
Absolutely.
Well, also keep in mind, 5 people died that day.
Facts.
And we all watched the white lady get her brains blown out.
Yo, that's.
I think it was an eye opener.
From who?
One of the cops
was
shot.
Shot her dead in the face.
Well, that's good.
On camera, like.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? I mean.
No, see. Listen, there's a lot of white arrogance, right?
Oh my god.
It put white people on notice that
if
you could get this work too. Like,
hello.
And I enjoyed that part of it. I didn't like the fact that even within the confines of that, they're still trying to push this racist narrative. It's never been black against white during the shit. It's never been.
It's never been black against white even back in the day.
It's never been black against anything.
Well, it has been, but with Black Lives Matter, first of all, I'm gonna say this on record. I've said it on my show. Black Lives Matter organization is bullshit.
It is.
Okay.
It's complete bullshit.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with black people. It has something to do with.
Do you think there's an agenda behind it?
Right. It's an agenda. Well, originally, I don't know if you saw that episode on the show. I read their mantra. It was originally about gays and lesbians. 100%. That's what it was about. It started by 3 lesbians, and their agenda was to push forward the gay agenda, right?
That's a fact.
That's
right.
every agenda in the world.
Right.
these days.
But this was officially like that, and they only come outside when a black person is murdered by a white person. They don't come outside when you see a little kid get killed by another black person or anybody else. It's always for these high profile police shootings that got caught on camera. You know what I mean? And that's why I don't respect it. The organization itself, the movement is
It's a
real.
non-for-profit organization.
Right, but then it's funded by for the Democratic Party and shit like that too. So
Yeah, I think the organization I don't know much about, but I just think the whole Black Lives Matter thing is kind of bullshit. Just because the fact that we have to say Black Lives Matter means that it doesn't. So I feel like we should be a little more discreet and strategic about making our lives matter.
right, and also what happened was when you let, and this is no offense to white people, when you let white people infiltrate your organization, shit gets worse. If you saw a lot of the rioting, a lot of the rocks being thrown, bricks being thrown, fucking with the cops, there's a lot of white people out there screaming a little too loud, and they don't even know what the fuck we mad about. And that always bothered me. It's like, yo, listen, stop trying to play the heroes for us. We don't need y'all. Listen to what we want to do, and we give you instructions if you want to be a part of our movement.
But look, all right, hold on. When I had said that,
What's up,
white
guys?
folks have always been kind of a part of the movement when it came to Black Lives.
Right, it's always been something.
There's always been some. Even
Right.
Martin Luther King Day. Speaking of that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, Martin Luther King weekend, rest in peace.
Yeah, for real.
To the cane.
Do you think that it's a hoax? I don't use the word hoax, but do you think that white people the ones that are look like they're for us, do you think that they are truly for us?
Listen, there have
truly
always
for
been
peace and equality?
If you go back to the abolition movement, abolitionists, a lot of abolitionists were white. There's always been white allies.
The North
always
wanted to abolish slavery.
Yeah, right. There's always been, but they wanted to abolish it in favor of the Industrial Revolution, not because they wanted to do away with slave labor and put in play their machines and stop using human labor. So it had nothing to do with, we care so much about black people. Even Abraham Lincoln, he didn't free the slaves for the benefit of black people. He did it because it was in favor of the Union. You know what I'm saying? And also to make their army bigger.
You see what I'm talking about? Cocktails and Intellect podcast will give you the intellectual parts.
Absolutely.
You have an intellectual person on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the thing is, I don't feel like the ones who are involved are like y'all feel like some of them really might feel like
Right.
they feel like it's unfair, but they wouldn't trace.
Hell no. Also, let me
They just gonna stay.
let me
at home.
add this, all right? The Black Lives Matter movement, I mean the rioting and the looting, it started, and the reason why you saw an influx of white people outside, because they couldn't come outside all year. This was a lot of them was bored college students that needed something to do, bro. They needed something to do. They were bored. White people like that. They're adventurous. They're rebellious by nature because they do the same shit. Right, they do the same shit when they win hockey games. They flip cars over and burn shit up.
Right.
This is their nature.
Soccer game.
We've always marched and we've always protested peacefully.
Right.
Always, we've always peaceful. We've always been very aware of our surroundings, and we know what can happen to us if we wild out. So we've always been extremely peaceful in our demonstrations and not rioting and boycotting. That rioting shit, that is a white thing, bro. It's always been a white thing. It's always been a white thing. They do this. What is the difference between windows getting broke and stores being looted? And when you see when a white person when they win a fucking sports championship or something like that.
Right, thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Even with the whole Seattle, they was allowed to do that shit. That was white people.
They took over the whole.
They took over. Listen, nobody died.
Remember that, Ziggy? They took over.
They took over. What?
I don't watch the news.
Okay,
so
listen.
If the bomb coming call
white
me and let me
people
know.
took over.
Get the fuck out of the house because I won't.
White people took over a Seattle precinct. They took over the whole fucking city, and locked it down.
Didn't they name this?
And considered it like they changed the name of the city and everything. The mayor bounced, the police chief bounced. Nobody did nothing to them. They got away with that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
They've been doing what they want to do forever.
Right, but this Capitol Hill thing, the reason why it's such a big deal to white people is like, wow, like you're actually hurting us now because now they went too far.
You're fucking gonna impeach Trump?
Right.
This is bullshit.
Yo, that's another thing. Hold up. I never understood the mechanics behind that whole impeachment shit, right? He got it. So basically, he's been impeached twice, but has not left office yet.
Because
so I didn't know
it
that
still has to go
impeachment-
through
right.
another.
My thing is this. The thing is this. All right, that's like me. Like I think I told you this too. That's like me. I got charged with robbing a bank, right?
Right.
I got out on bail. I'm awaiting my trial for that. But while I am out on bail, I go rob another bank. If I was any judge, I'd be like, man, fuck a trial. This
You know what it's like?
motherfucker's
All right,
going to jail.
you got to compare it to this. You know when you work at a job and you're a part of the union?
Yeah.
Your boss can fire you, but then the union has to.
They step in.
They step in. It's the same thing. It's like that.
That shit is dumb. I mean, but twice. I mean, what questions do you have?
Money is power, cause.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed. So
Well, there's also a constitution, and there's certain things that
that
play.
works in the white person.
Right. It works in favor of the person in power, and a lot of that shit need to be changed.
Yeah.
Trump was a gift and a curse because he exposed the true nature of a lot of people in America. I like my racism out, right? I like it.
Correct.
I love it because, and also like, I'm gonna look on camera when I say this. I just did a video about it yesterday. Tell you white motherfuckers something, right? We don't worry about y'all. Like, listen, you gotta understand something. We don't work. Black people don't worry about racist people. We worry about systematic racism. We don't give a fuck about racist people because racist people are cowards. They don't. You have
It's
never seen a
dumb
group of racist people
to be
walking
racist.
through a black neighborhood.
what's up?
Also, when they do decide to be racist and display their racism publicly, it's either online, from their own homes, or with police protection.
We just pulled it in the parking lot.
Racism,
Yeah.
true racism doesn't affect us. I mean, people being racist doesn't affect us. Systematic racism is what bothers us.
We want to progress just like you guys. have.
Right, that's what the problem is. Not systematic racism, not racist people. We laugh at them because we know they're cowards.
Well, racism is really kind of stupid. Being a part of any really big group of anything is kind of
Any
stupid.
group, even the
You're an
BBWs.
individual. You're an individual. So if you're not confident as an individual, yes, you need to be a part of a group of people who hates black people or hates white people, or you need to be a Crip, or you need to be a Blood, or you need to be religious, a Christian. Or
Right.
I'm not a part of a goddamn
Yeah.
thing because I speak for me wherever I go.
Right.
I'm an individual,
Right.
and I'm confident in
And-
my
and-
individuality.
And that's an honest
I'm
human
me.
way of thinking.
Yeah.
If you're a real human, if you're a logical thinking human being,
That's why
you're
I'm
not
free.
going to be Republic, Democrat, liberal,
Give a
anything.
shit about nothing.
You're gonna,
Where
like, for
my
instance,
money?
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Watch this. I voted for Trump. I voted for him this time
I
around.
don't. Yeah, I don't.
And you know why?
Oh, the second time.
Yes, because economically it made sense for my businesses.
Hello.
It made sense. I'm like,
I
fuck
don't
them
have
all.
to
I
like you.
Because the thing is, I don't give a fuck about the racist shit. It doesn't bother me. But I know during the Trump administration, my businesses have flourished.
Hello.
Me, I made a lot of money during Trump era. And
Yeah.
I know that realistically, whether we want to admit it or not, Trump himself, it's his people that inflict the bullshit, right?
That's
But
what
I know-
any leader.
right.
Usually not
And-
the leader, it's the people that.
Biden has directly done things to affect black people. A lot of black people are still incarcerated to this day because of the laws he implemented, right? So I know these things, and Kamala Harris too. She ain't no fucking angel. So I'm like, you know what? I got to go with the person that benefits me and my family, right? I hate that motherfucker. I can't stand Donald Trump.
It's
But
check.
it's the lesser two evils.
It's not checking.
And Biden's a creep. He got a lot of like little pervert shit that he do.
I believe they're all creeps. I mean, this is the thing about people.
It's always the lesser two evils though. Neither one of them ain't shit.
Hello. So, like you said, which one is going to help my business
Right.
flourish? I completely get that. A
Right.
lot of people don't think like that though. And a
Right.
lot of people will be further.
Because they do it
thinking
emotionally.
It's emotionally based.
Right, and that's a problem with black people too. Listen, I'm gonna go in. Let me tell you something.
Let's do it.
Black people worship. Black people want Jesus to save us. White people know how money works.
Hello.
When shit get fucked up when pockets get fucked up, we start praying.
You talking about
Facts.
like,
Nigga, go get that money, man. Like I'm not praying to nobody. I'm keeping 100 with you.
ain't nobody coming to pay this motherfucking mortgage.
Right, like
Black
we
folks, my ass
this
is
is not
okay.
listen. This is not slavery days no more. We got the same opportunity as white people.
Yeah.
I'm a gun
Do
owner.
we?
I do. I'm a registered gun owner. I own a bunch of guns. I'm a homeowner. You know where I live at. You been to my new house, right?
Nope.
Oh, you ain't been to my new house?
Not since you came.
I'm the only nigga. I'm the only black man in my whole neighborhood.
Nice.
That's a fact. I own a house in the same neighborhood as white people, right? So why I don't got the same rights? Money talks.
I'm asking
Money
that.
is
Do you
power.
really? But do you really think when you say the same opportunity as whites? Do you really think that
You have to
the same
create.
You have to create it. You can't do the blame game.
It's still a little. There's
gonna be some.
a little bit harder.
It's some hiccups on the way.
It
Don't
takes
get me
money
wrong.
to make money now. That's one thing.
Okay, agreed. I mean, we all know that.
So,
But I'm just saying that it's what I'm trying to say is that it's still not the same because we have those hiccups. We still got to go through as black people.
I mean,
Like what?
a lot of it is in the mind, though.
It's
a mental.
That's why it's
So
called.
you think
That's why it's
so
called
you think
systematic
it's
racism.
It's a systematic.
It's systematic racism.
So a white man walks into an establishment to get a job.
Mm.
Till this day, and then you walk in right after him for the same position, right? You don't think that it's gonna be?
It will matter.
It will
It
matter.
will.
I'm saying, fuck the job.
But
Own
he's
the
saying
job.
after that one.
That's where I'm at.
No, I get that.
That's where I'm at. Fuck the job.
And not
Own the
only
building. Like
So we were at first we've never been in a position to be able to own homes and to get life insurance. Like those are things
Right.
that the Caucasian family does to directly.
Right. Let me tell you something.
put
Let
money
me tell you
in
something.
the
Let me-
next generation.
Hold on. Ziggy knows this firsthand, though.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you what white people do, right? And I learned this later in life. You know why white kids always have their shit together when they're young? Because when they're 13 years old, their parents put their name on their credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
And they pay the credit card bill, so when the kid turned 18, their credit score is 850.
Mm-hmm.
That was my idea for reparations,
Mhm.
right? You want to hear my idea?
Yeah, what's up? We deserve reparations.
This is my idea. 100% deserve reparations. South Africa figured it out. I love what they did.
And that's why
with
they're really
apartheid.
trying to kill off Africa first.
Right. Let me tell you what South Africa did. Now, y'all know what the apartheid system was, right? It's very similar to what they did over here with us, right? With Jim Crow and
Right.
segregation, shit like that.
Right.
White people came into South Africa, took shit over, and just took the land, right? Now, once Nelson Mandela came in office, he abolished apartheid, the whole system, right? But now, they're like, you know what? Fuck that. All of that land and houses that was taken away from us, we need it back.
Mm-hmm.
I know your grandkids ain't had nothing to do with that, but that's my shit. Let me get that back.
Mhm.
So all the black people in South Africa now are kicking all the white people off their land.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they're taking their shit back. It sucks the white kids ain't got nothing to do with that, but fuck you. That's my granddaddy shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I believe we deserve reparations, right?
Yeah.
Because we would never afford, we had to, like Chris Rock said, we've always had to fly to what the white man had to walk to.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Rock said, yo, listen, my neighbor is a dentist. Just let that sink in for a second.
Mhm.
He's a dentist. I'm one of the best comedians that ever lived.
Mhm.
How the fuck we got the same level?
Mhm.
Because he inherited generational wealth,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? So what I say is reparations, the way I think it should work, they don't gotta give us no money. Because let's keep it real, a lot of black motherfuckers is ignorant. They're not gonna do right by that money. And they're just gonna be broke all over again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any amount of money you give them. But if you eliminate the issues in the black community, everything is eliminated.
And that is
Crime. If everybody got money, nobody fights anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's over, right? So now, people always say black on black crime. That's not black on black crime. It's poor on poor crime.
It's impoverishment.
So, yeah, right.
People don't understand
You got
it.
motherfuckers stacked up on top of each other. It's going down.
Mhm.
Even poor white people don't live in the projects. They live in houses. They still separated from each other.
Mhm.
They're not on top of each other. They broke as fuck,
Mhm.
but they got a house
Mhm.
still.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So my idea for reparations have always been credit. I think all black people for the next 100 years,
Mhm.
100 years, free college
Mhm.
if you choose to go to school, because we know you don't need no fucking college to be rich.
Mhm.
It's optional, right?
Mhm.
The
No, we
experience
pay,
is what's
we
worth
don't give us no money. We pay no taxes
Ooh.
for the next 100 years. I'm dead
Oh, they
serious.
gonna fuck that
That's
up.
how you do it. No, I'm telling you, no taxes, right? And also, when we turn 18, everybody has an 850 credit score. Your life is set up. Now, right, and if you fuck it up, you're a piece of shit. That's your problem. Now,
No. It's like you said, it's systematic. We've been conditioned.
right.
They gonna fuck that up because by the age of 7, you're who you're going to be.
But you
bro.
see, our generation don't fuck it up. But the kids coming up, they're not gonna fuck it up.
No.
Because that's all they're gonna know.
Mhm.
Right? They know when I hit 18, my credit gonna be a certain amount. I don't have to pay any taxes, and I don't have to pay. Fuck the money. No, give us the money because we already here.
Okay.
But our kids,
Okay,
if you afford that opportunity, listen, immediately you will see a complete shift in the economy.
But it's also about educating those kids.
yeah, absolutely.
You know?
No, educate them by all
Yeah.
means.
No, but that's the problem, though. Are some of our black parents here educated enough to educate them?
No.
No.
If that plan was to
No,
be
fuck
implemented,
no.
if the plan that you're talking about was to be implemented,
Yeah.
Are we responsible? Are some of our black people responsible enough to educate their kids on how to take?
It's enough. It's
That's
enough.
a
It's
start.
changing. It's changing.
So what you're saying
Think
is
about
a
it.
start. That's a good start.
Our parents, right? My parents, maybe yours and maybe yours. They couldn't even fathom owning your own business. Like my whole thing was, I was taught, get a job. I mean, go to school, get a job, retire at 65, and live off my pension.
Yeah.
Right?
Just live to die.
When I start telling my aunts and shit like that, I got my own business, they look at me like I'm crazy. Like the thought of a black man being a business owner is not even inside. That's only in our generation.
Massa gonna kill you.
That's a fact. Everybody born in the late 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Like
And now you look at these 90s babies, they like even with the record
They
labels.
doing it.
They listen, the young boys are the independent ones with the record label. They understand I can do this shit on my own. Shout out to Soulja Boy because he set that shit off.
Yeah.
People don't give him enough credit for that.
No.
He went independent on YouTube and became a fucking millionaire off of it. And
As a-
everybody
as a
followed
kid.
suit. The record labels are scrambling because these young rappers
Because
know
the
we don't
niggas
need no
always
label.
been the entertainment. That's all we've ever
Right,
been good enough to be.
right.
So now that we like, oh, I'm gonna entertain,
Right.
make all the money myself, then come and buy your building.
Listen, if
Now
black people
what?
decided to up and leave this country, the only thing that'll be left is honky tonk music, unseasoned food, and bad dance moves. I'm dead serious. Like, all right, I'll give you. Listen, this is not even racist shit. I'm saying some real shit. Watch this. Name one white American dish. Go.
Macaroni and cheese.
No, that's Italian. Macaroni is Italian.
Hamburgers are.
Hamburgers is German. Hamburger is a place in Germany.
Yeah, I don't know. Hamburger.
Hamburger is named after the place it comes from.
Oh.
It's like a
I
Frank.
don't know.
A hot dog is a Frankfurter German. There is nothing white American. Like they haven't
Well,
created
they've
shit.
been stealing stuff for years.
Right, because even architecture, that's Egyptian.
I mean,
know
America.
everything.
Christopher Columbus came here and it was already settled. The Indians
Right.
were here. He found it. He didn't.
I'll keep it 100 with you. They say, listen, Mexicans have more right to this land than we do. You know why? Because Mexicans are
Mexico is what the Indians are.
Mexicans are Native Americans.
Yep.
Yes.
There's no water that separates Texas from. I mean, it's the Rio Grande, but that ain't shit. That's like a little lake. That's why if you look at any movies with Native Americans, it's always Mexicans.
They look like Mexicans.
They
look
are.
like- yeah.
They were pushed down there. Texas was a part of. Texas and California was a part of Mexico.
Yeah.
Right.
So
The white man took that shit off.
They took everything. That's what they've learned. But listen, everything gotta fall at some point. You can't come take shit and then one time. Eventually, the people. America is still young. Still young. It's only a couple of 100 years old, bro. Eventually, the people that you've impoverished and enslaved are going to learn. That's why black people are shifting away from that God shit, that Bible shit, that religion shit. Religion was something that was pushed on us for control, and it was our only way of hope. That was our hope. Like we was enslaved. Of course, we're gonna look to an imaginary man in the sky to save us. But now we like, wait a minute.
we
Why?
got our own guns.
Right. It's like
You
why
can't scare me with that.
aren't they religious? White people ain't religious like that.
I'm going to school for psychology, right? So I had to do a speech on why people should rethink being religious.
Right.
And one of my reasons were it was a persuasive speech. And one of my things were that there is a correlation between poverty and religion.
100%.
The more religious you are, the poorer you are.
Look at Haitians. You ever met Haitians? Haitians?
Yeah.
Religious than a motherfucker.
They're in the
Are you Haitian?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know much about, but I have a few Haitian friends.
Right.
Yes,
Their
very religious.
parents? Oh my
So
God.
are Hispanics.
The Caribbean period. The Caribbean, yeah, Hispanic people too.
But there's a correlation between very religious people and
Right.
poverty. The people who earn the most, they do have a religious belief, but it is not a priority in their household.
That's a fact.
That's statistically proven?
Yes.
100%.
Pew
You can look at
Research
it.
Center. You can go online, pewresearchcenter.com.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
this is a speech that I had to do.
And I'm not saying there's no God. I remain
I'm
spiritual.
saying I'm a seeker of truth.
We
That's
brought
what I'm
Dirt Bag on the show today, and this shit got so motherfucking educational, it's not even funny.
I love this.
This is dope.
Yeah.
This is dope.
That's what I do, man.
Dirt Bag Takeover. I love it. That's what we're
Word.
doing. So.
What you doing after this?
Well, record another episode.
After that.
And then probably going to the M Lounge.
And after that.
Then I'm going home because I got to do some homework.
She don't even see what I'm trying to do.
No, I think but I know Ziggy. But yo, listen. All right, look.
I'm gonna fuck with the M Lounge show.
Listen.
You are?
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Listen, I wanted to touch on this Lori Harvey thing, but
Okay.
Let's do it.
I mean, but look. I mean, I don't really know much about. To me, she came out the blue. Who the fuck and why the fuck? Why
That's Steve Harvey's daughter.
I know. Well,
And
she's
she
the
was
stepdaughter, right?
That's a stepdaughter, but she is. But here's my thing. Lori Harvey has mastered
The Kim Kardashian shit.
and she. But the thing with Lori Harvey, and people always put these whole tags on Kim. Let's keep it real. When the tape came out with her and Ray J, that was her man.
Mm-hmm.
That was in whole shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Lori Harvey is a bad chick. She's very classy, and she's not messy. She's not messy at all.
That's why they love her.
Right, and she picks the right dudes to fuck with.
Well, why is it that these dudes keep? I mean personally, is
Letting her go?
it an industry thing? Is it an industry thing? Like
What?
knowing that you fucked around with this dude or fucked around with that dude?
Well,
it's like, fuck,
well,
it's
people.
my turn.
Well,
like,
I don't think it's like that. I mean, I put it like this, right? Now I'm considered an industry guy, so I date who I date, but at the same time, I can understand why you would date somebody that's also in the industry because they understand it a little more.
Mm.
Like when you, like for instance, you get a lot of flack when you're on the road doing shows from a female who don't understand that shit.
right, from an average, yeah, I got you.
Like a lot of women can't
Yeah,
handle that. It's a
but
lot
see-
of, especially if she was with you
But
before
hold on,
you came
hold on,
up.
hold on. I'm not even going there.
Mhm.
What I'm trying to say is that beyond that, all right, she's in the industry. She deals with industry dudes,
Right.
And you've seen this firsthand.
Yeah.
'Cause
My
your brother-
brother's song "Pulling Me Back" is all about girls who don't
So, but
understand.
what I'm trying to
Tricky.
figure out,
Yeah.
what I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure
look
out
at it.
is
That's his
how
girlfriend.
do these industry guys feel knowing that she's been around multiple industry guys?
But what?
We're
But how
still
many?
human.
How
Why are
many?
we
is
having
it?
this conversation? Because y'all know niggas trying to fuck, regardless if you in the industry, out the industry.
Yeah, but Lori Harvey a little different.
No, she's getting fucked like everybody else.
And-
and getting gone through like everybody else.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
she's a girl, she's pretty.
But how do we know that though for a fact?
I mean, I don't.
And we don't
like,
even
I
know
watch
what-
the news, but
We don't know if her and Michael B. Jordan are really together.
I thought it was a movie.
she always.
It might be.
dates
It might be a
somebody,
video. We don't know what it
and
is.
it's over.
So I mean, but you know, what
Which
you
is-
were saying before, perception is reality.
Mhm.
You don't know. And for my Michael B. Jordan looking at that nigga, I don't know him to date
I
black
would be
girls.
proud. Yeah, he don't. I ain't saying that either.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, he.
so I would be proud of him if he would.
No, listen,
I would like that.
Lori and Mike, that's a dope ass couple, bro.
They would be cute, and
It's
I
a
would
dope
be proud.
couple. That's a powerful couple right there.
I don't know about powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. He's
It's a cute couple.
he's up there.
He is.
They young and up and
What
coming.
does she do? She
Don't
like
matter. She's her father worth $100 million.
her father, and that's the another thing about human nature. We always intend to put value on other people because of other people that they're related.
If it's your kids,
She-
yeah, I'm say that.
That's his stepkid.
Mm.
But that's her name is Lori Harvey. That's his daughter.
I can change my name to Harvey and be Zanita Harvey.
When he goes, she's the heir to the throne.
You don't know that. I'm sure his real kid is gonna be the heir to the throne. His wife, then his real kid,
Well, all right.
and she might get.
Okay,
a piece,
so look-
but that don't make her him.
Well, Kim. All right, watch this. Well, Kim Kardashian name only existed because of her daddy,
Exactly.
and she made her own lane
I
based
don't
off
think
of
shit
that.
of Kim Kardashian, so you can't really ask me about that.
No, but my thing is that's what Lori Harvey's doing.
And you know, I like the fact that she's black and she's doing that.
Right.
Use them niggas for what they let them white bitches use them for,
Ooh.
please.
Ooh.
I love that.
On that note, hold on. We'll be right back. Whoa.
We're back.
So I have a question for you.
All right, what's up?
As a black woman, do you see an issue with black men? I can't just say white.
Interracial dating.
Do you have a problem with black men dating outside of their race?
I don't. But the only reason I have a problem with it is when they make it seem like it's because of black women.
Right. That's what I think it is. It's like I don't think black women specifically give a fuck about who you date. It's when you date outside of your race and you shit on black women while doing
Yeah,
it.
I don't like
That's
that.
corny.
That's corny as fuck.
That's corny.
So, and if you are a powerful black man, I do have a problem with that because I am a black woman, and all the financial literacy and all the passing on the heirs to the throne and all that stuff, it's on us.
This is one thing I
The
can't.
intellectual black people.
No,
So-
let me cut him. Barack Obama is considered the first black president. His mom is white.
100.
So everything black touch turn black.
Oh yeah, we discussed that.
So it don't matter. It don't matter. Like if a black dude fuck a white woman, Asian woman, the kid, their offspring is black.
I get it. You are what your father is, but there is.
Right.
But look at this. If we're trying to keep our culture, preserve it.
Right.
And why I'm saying is, I have a child with a white man.
Really?
So I'm not against it. I don't like when they try to make it seem like
You have a child with a white man?
Yeah. I don't like it when people try to make it seem like
How did that happen? How did he even? All right, now I'm going left.
Okay, no, wait, let's do that. Let me say this first.
That's different.
But there is a difference between Jay-Z and Beyonce and
Seal and Heidi Klum?
exactly. And the difference is they are excellency because they're two black people both doing that is a power couple.
Right.
And they making our culture look good. Like we don't need y'all. We don't need to fuck y'all. I mean, fuck the bitches. I don't care if y'all fuck the white bitches and
No, I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying.
Send them bitches
It
back home.
is dope to see it.
But when it's a queen in the castle, make sure she's a queen of the culture. Because if y'all don't fuck with us like that, who will?
Right.
And if we don't love y'all, no. Because it's still an oppressive type of thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And yeah. And I understand y'all might do it because
That's dope how he's coming to buy something while we're recording. No, that's dope.
Yeah, that's how.
No, because it shows that you're really in business like right now. Like, that's dope. The business is running.
No, yeah, this is a real thing. So that's what I don't like. I would like for the ones who are intelligent enough to progress the culture forward to stick with the same
So let me ask-
culture as.
I get it.
I feel you.
You
Now,
know
let me
what
ask you a
I'm
question. Because I'm thinking about this whole Lori Harvey thing. So from what I've noticed, I've seen her only fuck with black guys. I haven't seen her fuck around outside of her race. So
Well, she really doesn't have to because
Her daddy got
there's a lot of rich black men. The problem has never been like you'll see like for instance like I think Cassie's dating
a white dude.
a white guy. She's had a baby with him. But that also shows you that happiness shit because Diddy is damn near a billionaire.
But see, well, hold on. Before you even go there now, you're talking about Cassie and then Diddy. That was her boyfriend.
Yeah.
The Lori Harvey thing, her daddy is rich.
Right.
So I'm almost thinking like she doesn't have to go to a white man because
She don't.
She's, right.
She saw black excellence growing
Right,
up.
exactly.
Yeah, she
Cassie
saw it
thing
growing
is
up.
different. Who her daddy? You know what I mean?
And
Well, she's
I don't-
mixed too.
Right.
Cassie.
Exactly.
But hold on, I'm gonna fuck your head up even more. And I think we touched on this.
What?
Barack Obama's daughter is dating
A white
A
dude.
white
That's
dude.
what he said.
He's rich. The fuck?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
But Barack is half white. Barack,
Okay.
she's white. Is white in her. See, I have a problem with that because I don't think it's fair. That society has deemed that on us. Barack Obama is 50% white and 50% black, half and half, right? So if he went and dated a white woman, you can't shame him for that because his mama's white. We always say like, for instance, if my daughters, right, if they came home with a white dude, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what did I like? You, the first man, not wrong, but it's like, okay. I mean, I wouldn't shame her for that, but I was just like, damn. The first man a daughter fall in love with is her daddy.
Right. You figure
So they'll try to
go to some.
My daughter's right. Like my oldest daughter dates a dude who is exactly like he's a Capricorn. He's exactly like me, bro. He's just like me.
And you probably hate it.
No, I love him.
Oh,
I love him. Like I think I've done an amazing job with my children.
Which one?
The Blanco.
Blanco.
Silver.
I mean, I still.
That's okay.
Silver.
Oh, they really in here working.
How much?
That's illegal.
How much is one of those bottles?
As y'all can tell, and as y'all know already,
Can I get two of them?
Liquor library.
She wants
she
to.
in here, it's real loud.
Okay, she wants to.
Can I get
Two of them?
Go big or go
Nice.
home.
My bad, guys.
Look at that.
She cute too.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
She had the optical illusion butt though. You know that butt, like they got the big legs and no butt. Yo, I hate that shit. You ever see a chick walking towards you and her cheek be thick as fuck? And you're like, oh,
Cause
I
they
wanna
have
see that ass. And
armpits.
she turned around, it's like, oh. I thought that about you, but when you walked out, I was like, okay. All right, she kept me the full back. I saw that. I peeped.
Yeah,
I was
it's
looking.
cornbread in my
And you got on flat. You got no, but listen.
He said
No.
it's cornbread.
No, let me say something. Heels help the butt out too. Because
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
it boosted. So when a girl got a fat ass in flat shoes,
That's real.
bruh,
Bruh.
that's different. That's different. In Uggs, yeah, that's love. But like I was saying though, that's not fair how society has done that to people. I don't give a fuck
Because if you're
who you did.
if you're black, you're ruined, and that just has been the.
It's always been a negative stigma. Like it's always been a negative thing about. And I love that I want black women, all black women, to just fucking love themselves. Like it's like listen.
How can they?
Listen, black. Watch this.
We're getting there. We
Watch
just
this.
undo
Black
it.
men.
For sure.
Watch this. Black men are at the top of the food chain, right? And I always think that. Like, it's not. I think that because I am who I am. But I know, as far as that sexual animal attraction, most women want to fuck a black man. And maybe not want to be with him, but she want to fuck him, right? Even when you look at if you look at porn, right? Watch this.
No,
I'm
this
keeping
is,
it 100.
I know exactly.
I'm
where
keeping
you're
a
going.
buck.
I know
The
exactly
categories.
I know exactly where you're going.
You got baby C categories for
black cock, white.
what's the white man? What's the white man section?
Run,
I
wait.
have no idea.
Cuckold.
Wait, what?
That's the white man section. That's the only section dedicated to white men. White men who like a cuckold, who likes to watch his girl fuck black men.
Oh, facts. Yeah, I didn't know
What's
that.
this?
I didn't know that.
What?
Was
It's a section. But think about it for a second. What's the white man? They don't have a section for white men. In porn, not that I be looking, but I thought about it like, and if it is, it ain't popular.
Facts. Maybe
What's the white man section?
Shereen might know about
I don't watch porn.
They got an Asian section. Even midgets got a section, bro. There is no white man section.
Right.
They got BBC though.
He's not
Yeah.
designed
They got Ebony.
sexually.
Yeah. Facts.
They got black. What is the
But-
white
no,
man
no,
section?
But both black men and black women have both been desired sexually. by
Right.
other races
Since
of
the
people.
beginning of time.
Listen, everything that, and I wish black women would find that strength for themselves. Like, listen, everything that white women do to enhance their beauty is something from a black woman.
Yep.
That's- it's
Bigger
all about
lips,
look.
bigger titties, bigger ass, darker skin with the
They
tan.
pay a lot of money
That's
for
black shit. Like, but
That's why Kim Kardashian is famous, because she went and did a whole bunch of black.
right,
She
right.
was
And it's not like she's
trash
trying to be.
I mean, look at
it's not like
her
that.
sisters. Do you
It's-
see them now?
Look, they listen.
Everything they do
All
is
of them.
They turned Kylie a whole nother race.
Yeah, facts.
And now it's popular.
Have you seen the original Kylie people?
Bro, bro,
Have you seen the
regular.
original Kim?
Yeah,
She
the
looked like
original
the
Kim.
unibrow.
Kim still looked the same, bro. Kim was always beautiful. Nah, Kim was always.
Kim looked like
no, I'm not
a
talking about her
unibrow.
body. Her face, she was always
Unibrow.
beautiful. Kylie looks like a whole different
Kim has
person.
been getting augmented from day one, bro. You think that she
Yeah,
always
no.
looks.
No, I'm talking about her face.
Yeah, I'm talking about her face too.
Nah, Kim was always beautiful.
Nah, son.
Kim was always
Fuck
beautiful.
outta here.
Kylie, on the other hand,
That's different. That's a whole different.
she was a white bro. She turned herself to an Armenian like her sister.
That's a whole.
She doesn't even look white anymore. Even the little girl,
None of them except
the little
one sister.
girl who, when she turned 18, niggas about to lose their mind. She already started it, her transition.
Who?
What's her name? Danielle Bergoli.
Who, I
I
don't
don't know
know.
who that-
Bad Baby. Catch Me Outside.
Oh, okay.
You see what she doing to herself?
No. None of those people.
She got lip.
at all.
She's 17. She got lip injections now. She about to get her ass done. Like she's ready. She's always accused of trying to be black, and that's the thing. They're not trying to be black. I'm pretty sure they love who they are.
No,
but
they don't.
beauty. But listen. But even beauty enhancements for women has always been black associated. It's always ethnic. It's not. I'm not saying it's
No,
nothing.
not black. It's more Hispanic women have been doing this stuff.
No. But I'm saying the beauty enhancements
And white
it's a black thing. It's a
To look like it, to be like what we naturally are born.
right,
Like, have big titties,
right,
have no.
right. That's a black thing.
Yeah,
That's a black thing. All of it. And I wish black women understood that.
We do.
But
It
I'm
is
saying
not-
like you still feel.
It's not
but,
desired on us. It's only desired.
But that's
they
not.
have-
But that's not true.
That is true. I mean, not you can't say all of anything, but on average, it is desired if it's on a white woman or a Hispanic woman. But when it's on us who naturally have it, it's not desired.
You know why? And I'm gonna keep it on it.
Go for it.
I think self-love is the most important. There's nothing more important than self-love.
Absolutely.
I think not you, but black women wouldn't feel so slighted if they loved themselves more.
But
Like
you
I
don't
can sit here
understand.
and say black men are the most desired men on the planet, right? And that might not even be true, but because I feel that way about myself.
But that is an individual thing.
Right, you're
Black
projecting.
women have been
Projecting it. You
unloved
project that energy.
for a very long time, and they're just realizing, okay, it's not going to change. I got to love myself.
Right.
So,
I know-
but those other race of women have been loved by the masses for centuries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've been put on a pedestal.
But black women have always been the most loved.
No, they
No.
have not. No, they have been the most.
If you're the
abused
most, if you're the, listen,
and
if you're
neglected.
not the most loved, you're the most copied.
All
If
right,
you're the
what
most
that
copied,
means.
you're the most loved.
No, that doesn't
We don't give a
necessarily
fuck
mean
if a
that-
white bitch
no.
copy us. We want
No.
you to love us.
Oh, so y'all
We
saying
love you.
from listen, and let me get this clear too. Usually when black men date outside of their race, it's not because they prefer the opposite race.
They
Right?
like what they feel from that.
No. A lot of times it's geographical locations. It's where you at. It's where you at. It's where you live at. All right, for instance, when I
That's
listen,
bullshit.
let me keep it 100 with you. When I name a black dude who black dudes don't bring white women to the hood. It's because they left the hood. They went somewhere else. Before I moved out of Brooklyn, right, I dated all black women.
Mm-hmm.
When I moved to Florida, right, I started fucking with Hispanic women.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you why. For one, it's the same shit. When I first moved out here, women hear me talk, they see how I rock. Black women out here didn't like me. You know why?
Well,
because I'm from New York.
Yeah.
It was a stigma that, oh, you from New York, you think you the shit.
Yeah.
But you know who
I
loved
see
me?
what you're saying.
The
It is-
Hispanic women.
I see what you're saying. It is demographic.
That's
because a lot of
it is
Hispanic people
demographic.
came from up north anyway.
Right, so
You know?
it will, and that only
That
applies.
is the whole problem.
Hey, but do you know that we put these stigmas on ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, we got different accents contingent upon where we live and where we grew up at, right?
Mm-hmm.
When a white person talk, unless they have a southern accent, you don't know where the fuck they from.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Black people, you know where you from, like DC, LA, New York, Florida. Even you can tell the difference between, even though Florida and Atlanta are both southern, you
Yeah.
can tell the difference.
I agree.
And people will slap a label on you because of what part of the country you came from.
I mean, I guess I.
So the same
understand
shit
that,
apply.
But
Like I came down here I'm coming looking at all the black. They was like, nah,
Well, man,
you
you
from New
looking
York.
at all the women, period.
Right, but they didn't want to fuck with me though. Like the black women,
I don't believe it.
that's a fact.
I
No,
believe their
no,
energy might have been what they call
No,
black
listen.
girl energy,
No,
a little more aggressive.
You talk too fast, you think you the shit.
Hold on,
No,
let me
they
say
told me
this,
that.
Let me say this. When we were going to school out here, did
Right.
you go
Well,
to high school out here?
no, I came out here for college.
Oh, see, I
I
went
didn't
to
come out here,
actual
yeah.
school out here, and what it was back in the day, it didn't have all of these other schools, so it was a lot
and
of
it wasn't
people
no
in a
internet
melting
either.
pot, a melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish people, Southern black folk, and then you had us up north black folk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And a lot of the Latin chicks or Latin dudes were from up north
Were
as
from
well.
north,
You know what I
right.
mean? So we tend to
Gravitate
towards what we know,
Right.
And then also the way our mannerisms and the way we move and how we talk and everything.
Way we
like that.
dress, everything.
The southern black people in the school kind of didn't like that because again we thought,
Right.
oh y'all moving too fast. Remember they're a little more slow, a little more
Right.
smooth with it in the south. You know what I mean? So
Right.
we move how we move. We move
Right.
fast. They didn't
Right.
like that shit.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if that's maybe just here in Orlando. That's
It's
weird.
very possible because it might not be like
But-
it might not have been like that in Atlanta. Who knows? I mean, I don't know.
I
I'm
went to
here.
St. Louis.
I know exactly. You grew up. That's the
I
South.
went to school with all white people.
Oh shit!
All white people.
Is that the
And-
wait? What?
I went to school with
here's the
majority
thing.
of white people.
Because here's the thing, in New York is very segregated. It's extremely segregated. Like if you go to school with black people, chances are there are 0 white people in your school. There are no if you live in a black neighborhood, you live in a black neighborhood. There's no
So I
diversity.
didn't live in a black neighborhood.
But see, look, and see, I went to Cypress Creek High School. Jesus Christ, it was predominantly Latin and white.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the crazy part about it, that's the only time that I even messed around with any Latin women or white women. After that, never looked back. All black women.
And then when I moved out here, I moved to the east side of town.
That's
So-
another thing too. And I lived over there by the
But that's no
the
excuse.
Spanish side of town.
So
Like
you
I
kinda
said,
like
I
who
went to
like
school
you.
with all white people.
You kind of like, but you
But-
kind of like who like you. That's how it go.
I mean, isn't that but
Over
no.
men?
Well, no.
Well,
Well,
yes,
well
but-
because look. Remember, your baby daddy was your high school friend, right? You went to
Yeah, but I dated him after high school. I have always he's the only white dude that I date. I always only
So
dated
while
black.
while you were in high school, even though it was all white,
Yeah.
damn near.
It was
you
damn
you
near all
still
white.
were.
There were some
How were
black
you? How were
people,
you dealing with the black? How did you date black folks if there wasn't really that many black folk in your school? How'd you do that? Where'd you go?
There were some, but I definitely had a direct connection to the hood.
Oh, okay. I want to say
But
that.
my dad was a street dude.
Yeah, he was an OG. Yeah.
And that is what I like you said. That
Right.
is the first man you fall in love with. And I really don't respect anything if it's not like him. So
I see.
That's just.
But I always think, I think people put too much stock in saying, oh, you prefer white women. Like, there are some piece
Some
of
men
shit
say
black
that.
dudes out there
They
who
say
say
that.
And I think that's a weak ass motherfucker, because for
I
me,
agree.
I don't have a preference. I love beautiful women, period.
Don't put
Period.
us down.
I'm not, I would never, I will always say this, and I'll say this dating a woman who ain't black. Black women are the most desired and most beautiful women on the planet. My mother is
Most
black.
beautiful thing on the planet, bro.
That's a fact. Like, even when you see a woman with a fat ass, even if she ain't black, you will gravitate towards her because she reminds you of a black woman.
I mean,
No, but that's what I'm saying. For me,
no.
anytime I date outside of my race, the woman I've dated had black features. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I ain't dating no straight up and down blonde. Like, listen, I've had sex with a lot of white women, but I could never see myself being in a relationship. Somebody, they have to be ethnic of some
And
sort.
that's what kind of what Ziggy was saying.
I can't-
before. So
I
it's
can't do it.
I don't give a fuck if y'all fuck as many
Fuck
white girls as you
up.
want, but
Yeah, I've never.
relationship.
I don't understand. Like, I mean, listen, I don't have no problem with white people, but I think there's such a disconnect in the way we were raised. Doesn't mean
It's
they're
culture.
bad people.
Well, let me ask you.
It's
Hold on,
culture.
hold on,
It's
hold on. All right,
culture.
I want to ask you a question. Hey, hold on. When it comes to settling down, if you ever settle down, do you see yourself settling down with a black woman, or are you on some old like, I'll settle down with whoever the fuck I fall in love with?
I said the whole lot before love.
Okay. Do you see yourself settling down with whoever you fall in love with, or it has to be a black man?
No, it's gonna be a black.
Yeah, I feel the same
Yeah,
way.
I can't say that.
I
Because
praise
I've
him too much.
dated-
I put him
because-
on too much of a pedestal. I have dated outside my race,
Right.
all that, but it's something about.
I say
black
love who
men
you
that
love. I just can't,
But exactly.
Yeah, love
but
who you
me,
love.
I love my culture, so I'm gonna whoever I love is going to be in my culture.
Right. That's what's up.
Well,
That's self love.
on that note, all right, we gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much for coming through. Let me just go ahead and shout out one more time, MONNET Cognac. All right, we're over here
Pick
at
that up. I liked
Liquor
it.
Live.
Yeah, it's pretty
you
good.
like
And
it?
y'all got me drinking early in the day. I said I wasn't
We
going
got a
to.
long day, bro.
Bro,
Yo,
the day is just
you were ready to
starting.
go. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we
But,
definitely got a long day.
Yeah, so come check out the Liquor Library, 131 North Orange Avenue, Suite 102, Orlando, Florida, between Jefferson and Washington. This is the Cocktails and Intellect podcast. Thank you very much for coming through.
Cocktails and aka Cocktails and Weenies.
Cocktails and Weenies.
That was my joke about your
We catch
podcast.
it.
Where, oh, for real? You
Yeah,
throwing it?
Why
I call
would you
it Cocktails and Weenies.
Why?
It just sounds better that way to me.
Well, listen,
Cocktails
this
and
is
No, you call it
the
if
Dirt
you call
Bag
it
Takeover.
anything,
So
you call it cocktails and bad bitches, because that's what's all be on it.
Yeah, no, y'all give me that. No, I'll give you that.
that's a
I was actually on last week. I was on the phone though.
You were.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. When you weren't there,
In your
yeah,
absence, I was
absolutely.
on the phone.
But yo, tell people where they can find you.
You can definitely find me on Instagram at @king_dirtbag. Check out the HARVEY podcast. That's my podcast. His former podcast. Also the Black Table Epilogue.
Oh, yeah,
And,
that's right.
Black
That's
Table
right.
Epilogue. That's my other show. And check out Dirt Bag Cartel. That's my clothing line. That's just the whole brand overall.
And every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday you can catch me at Nightshade Lounge for the Ultra Society Comedy Showcase.
Yeah, definitely.
And that starts this was that January 19th.
Yeah, January 19th. January 19th it will start.
So yeah.
So by the time y'all see this though,
January.
it would have already started. So.
For real, because he takes his time putting up his show.
Yeah, whatever.
Some shit never changes.
Some shit never changes. Yo, hey, listen, man, we love you to death, man. See y'all next time. Top 5 Live.
Peace.